your best piece of advice for someone that, let's say they're a broker, let's say they are 15 years in, so they're making 6 figures or more. They have some money. They're probably investing in the stock market or their IRA or whatever, and they're interested. They have fear or something is holding them back. What is your advice to that person?
Besides come to the summit in March, because that would be the number one, because you're going to learn and you're going to make contacts. So that if you want to get over the fear, the best piece of advice, and I don't know if a broker would need this, but this is what I did. Whenever I got my broker's license, we owned, I think, 4 buildings in East Austin, and there were no commercial brokers over there. It was 2012. And I wanted to know East Austin better than anybody else. And so day after day for 18 months, I sat and searched LoopNet. I sat and searched Craigslist. I sat and searched everything I could. It doesn't mean that if a listing is up for lease for $18 a square foot, but then that's what it's going to lease for. But you start to get a feel, and then you can tell what's going on. So whenever a deal comes up or this or that, you can move. So I know lots of women like to online shop or do this with TikTok or whatever. Stop it. Just get on LoopNet. And if you don't want to do it, let's say you're in Miami and you're like, I'm never going to get into Miami. Okay, call Natasha and see what subsidiary market she's in and go look on the edge of scary. Or pick a little town outside of Miami. Doesn't have to be where you live, and learn it like the back of your hand. Get to know.
I just had dinner last night with a woman, Dawn Brooks. She does VRBOs and Airbnbs and multifamily. She lives in South Florida, but she has 50 doors in Greenville, South Carolina. I don't remember how she said she got there, but that is her farm, and she knows everything about Greenville, South Carolina, and short-term rentals and Airbnbs. And exactly when people say, yes, I'm interested in buying, well, I'll buy anywhere. I narrow the search, just narrow it down to, and maybe they live it somewhere in South Florida, and then maybe the market's too hot. But if they just spend 3 months just learning a farm area, that will give them the confidence, even if they can't afford anything, to then say, okay, I learned so much. Now let me go up to an hour north of Orlando and buy something. What's the word? Do it. What's again? Do it again.
Repeat.
Thank you. 62 brain and long day. Repeat the process that you practiced where you live. Read the newspapers. I love the Craigslist idea. Now, LoopNet, can they, so I don't do that. Is it free? Can they go on LoopNet for free?
Okay. Yes. LoopNet is like Trulia for commercial real estate.
And I don't know what Trulia is. Is that like Zillow?
Zillow, yeah.
What is Crexy? Is Crexy free?
I think Crexy might be free.
Yeah, so just immerse yourself in a market, and then, either maybe you buy in that market because you live in that market like me, or maybe you say, okay, now I've practiced. Now I can go try it in a market that is smaller that I can afford or that has more opportunity.
Yes. But the beautiful thing is they find something and they're like, okay, I can't take this down myself. Who am I going to call? You're going to call one of the women, Beth. You're going to call DeLea, or one of the 200 women that you're going to meet at the summit. I'm going there to find my ladies.